In the heart of the Andes, nestled among jagged peaks and shrouded in mist, lay a remote valley known only to a handful of explorers and local villagers. It was here that a series of ancient rocks, etched with strange symbols and enigmatic markings, had captured the imagination of archaeologists and historians alike. For centuries, these symbols had remained a mystery, a puzzle waiting to be solved, whispering tales of civilizations long gone and their possible connections to the cosmos. The discovery of the symbols had been accidental. A group of hikers, drawn by the allure of untouched nature, stumbled upon the site during a trek. At first, they thought the markings were mere artistic expressions of the indigenous peoples who once inhabited the region. However, as they examined the stones more closely, it became apparent that these engravings were unlike anything they had encountered before. The symbols were intricate, geometric shapes intertwined with spirals and dots, some resembling constellations, while others appeared to depict celestial bodies. The hikers took photographs, and soon, the images spread like wildfire across social media, igniting a frenzy of interest. As word of the discovery reached the scientific community, researchers flocked to the valley. They arrived with a mix of excitement and skepticism, each armed with their own theories about the origins and significance of the symbols. Some believed they were remnants of an ancient civilization that possessed advanced knowledge of astronomy, perhaps even contact with extraterrestrial beings. Others argued that the markings were simply the product of human creativity, a way for ancient peoples to express their understanding of the universe without any otherworldly influence. One prominent archaeologist, Dr. Elena Torres, dedicated her career to unraveling the mysteries of ancient cultures. She arrived at the site with a team of experts, eager to analyze the symbols and place them in the context of known historical narratives. Dr. Torres was particularly intrigued by the possibility that these markings could illuminate a forgotten chapter of human history. She theorized that the symbols were not just random drawings, but rather a sophisticated language that conveyed complex ideas about existence, spirituality, and the cosmos. As her team began the painstaking process of documenting each symbol, they uncovered patterns that hinted at a deeper meaning. Some symbols appeared to align with the rising and setting of the sun, while others correlated with the lunar cycles. The more they studied, the more they became convinced that these ancient peoples had a profound understanding of celestial events, perhaps even using the symbols for agricultural purposes or religious rituals. Dr. Torres proposed that these markings served as a calendar, a way to track time and the changing seasons, vital for a civilization reliant on agriculture. Yet not everyone was convinced. A rival archaeologist, Dr. Marcus Lang, argued that attributing such advanced knowledge to these ancient people was a form of intellectual elitism. He suggested that the symbols were simply decorative, lacking any real significance beyond aesthetic appeal. Dr. Lang's perspective gained traction among some skeptics, who dismissed the idea of extraterrestrial involvement as fanciful thinking. They pointed out that many ancient cultures created intricate art without needing to invoke alien origins. As the debate raged on, the symbols continued to draw attention from the public. Documentaries were produced, and theories proliferated. Some speculated that the ancient peoples had been visited by aliens who imparted knowledge of astronomy and mathematics. Others believed that the symbols were a form of communication with otherworldly beings, a way to reach out across the cosmos. This fascination with the extraterrestrial quickly overshadowed the more grounded interpretations of the symbols, transforming them into a cultural phenomenon. Amidst the chaos, Dr. Torres remained focused on her research. She organized a series of workshops with local communities, inviting them to share their own interpretations of the symbols. The villagers, who had lived in the shadow of the mountains for generations, offered insights that had been overlooked by the scientific community. They spoke of legends passed down through oral tradition, tales of celestial beings who descended from the stars and gifted knowledge to their ancestors. These stories, rich with symbolism and meaning, added a layer of depth to the understanding of the rocks. As the team continued their work, they discovered that the symbols were not confined to a single location. Similar markings had been found in other parts of South America, suggesting a network of ancient civilizations interconnected by shared beliefs and knowledge. This revelation sparked new theories about the movement of people and ideas across vast distances, challenging the notion of isolated cultures. Dr. Torres posited that these ancient societies had engaged in trade, communication, and cultural exchange, leading to a more complex understanding of their world. The implications of these findings were profound. If the symbols were indeed a form of communication, they could reshape our understanding of ancient civilizations and their capacity for abstract thought. The idea that these peoples had a sophisticated understanding of the cosmos and their place within it challenged long-held assumptions about the intellectual capabilities of ancient cultures. It suggested that they were not simply primitive societies, but rather complex communities with rich spiritual and philosophical traditions. As the research progressed, the symbols began to gain recognition beyond academic circles. Artists and writers drew inspiration from the markings, creating works that celebrated the intersection of humanity and the cosmos. The symbols became a symbol of hope, a reminder that our connection to the universe is woven into the fabric of our existence. They inspired a new generation of thinkers to explore the mysteries of the past and to consider the possibility that we are not alone in the universe. However, the fascination with the symbols also brought challenges. The site became a destination for tourists, eager to witness the ancient markings for themselves. While the influx of visitors provided economic opportunities for the local community, it also posed a threat to the integrity of the site. Some symbols began to fade as careless hands traced their outlines, while others were defaced by graffiti. Dr. Torres, along with local leaders, worked tirelessly to establish protective measures, advocating for the preservation of this cultural heritage. The debate surrounding the symbols continued to evolve. As more research emerged, new theories surfaced, each more elaborate than the last. Some proposed that the symbols were a form of ancient technology, a blueprint for harnessing cosmic energy. Others suggested that they were a warning, a message left by a civilization that had foreseen its own demise. The allure of the unknown kept the conversation alive, fueling a collective desire to uncover the truth. Years passed, and the valley became a site of pilgrimage for those seeking answers about their place in the universe. The symbols, once a source of contention, had transformed into a bridge connecting the past and present. They served as a reminder that humanity has always looked to the stars, searching for meaning and connection. Dr. Torres, now a leading voice in the field, reflected on the journey that had brought her to this point. The symbols had not only reshaped her understanding of ancient civilizations, but had also deepened her appreciation for the mysteries that still lie beyond our reach. In the end, the alien symbols on the ancient rocks were more than just markings. They were a testament to the enduring human spirit, a reminder that our quest for knowledge and understanding knows no bounds. They beckoned us to look beyond the surface, to explore the depths of our history, and to consider the possibility that we are part of a much larger narrative, woven into the very fabric of the universe. As long as there are questions to be asked and mysteries to be solved, the symbols would continue to inspire generations to come, urging us to reach for the stars while remaining rooted in the wisdom of our ancestors.